If there was ever a week for you to bet this week, this is the week. College football, week 8. NFL, week 7. We have the best picks and the best plays from us to you. Come on in and listen. Money Pot starts right now. Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the Money Pot Betting Show, the flagship show where we do our free bets and takes on college football, NFL. We're going to go rapid fire, man. You hear me talking fast and see me moving here. This is a recorded show, so you will be seeing the recording here later on today, Thursday. So hopefully you get some bets in, get some plays in. And, of course, can't forget, I got my guy with me, the X Lord of Teasers, because I'm taking it over this week.
Hey, gotta do what we gotta do, man.
Guy. Be humble, man. What's up, bro?
What's up, brother? We here. Another day.
Yeah, man. Another day. Great show last night. If you guys didn't catch that, make sure you go ahead over to the channel Money Pot Betting from Gambling Nights. We had some real funny fucking spots. And Zesty Paul George was out there showing off. Showing off.
Paul George.
Yeah, man. All right, I don't want to waste no more time. Let's get into the bets. Let's get into the week. We have week 8, and I had a fucking ball betting on Bet Parks. So I'm going right back to the well. You know, when the water was good, tastes good, smell good, look good, why not run it back one more time? We got college football, like I said, week 8, and I know you like to start it off with those Thursday and Friday games. Anything enticing, anything you like to see, go ahead, get the people what they want, bro.
Yeah, man, I got 2 plays, something for the people. I want to take a look. Obviously, it's still a little bit early, but let's take a look at Oregon's team total first half and full game. Yes, obviously, it's a big game for Oregon out there at home against Ohio State. Big movement into the top AP, top 25. So they're in the top 5 for sure. And
43.5.
And I like that. So we're going to take Oregon. I think they're going to be able to put the points up on the board. As you know, and we all know, Purdue can't stop a nosebleed. I don't see that changing here.
Messed around and showed up last week, bro.
Yeah, they showed up, but did you see the score?
Yeah, I agree. I saw the score, but they scored 40 points in the second half. I was like, God damn! I thought my bet was cruising. These jokers scored 40 points in the second half. I was like, what is going on? But my bad, I digress.
No, it's okay. But one thing we ain't got to worry about when you take team totals, right?
Yes, sir.
Is who's going to win the game or cover the spread.
Yes.
That game was 50-49 last week. Prior to that, Wisconsin put up 52 points. Oregon State put up 38 points. Notre Dame put up 66 points. I like Oregon getting rhythm from the Ohio State game. Last week, they put up 32 points. Week before that, they put up 31, 34 against UCLA, 49 against Oregon State, 37 against Boise State. I like this momentum come over. The only thing you got to worry about is possibly just going from big game to this game at Purdue. Are they going to be prepared for that? I think they will. They got to travel. Short week. I think the momentum is going to just carry. So give me the over and team total 40. What is it?
43.5.
43.5. I like that team total. I really like the first half. Let's take a look at the first half team total.
Yeah, I don't have that. They don't have that, but they do. Here's the crazy thing: they do have player props.
Okay.
So, but they don't not. Bet Parks does not have a first half. Let me see if ESPN has it. But keep talking about the bet. Or,
yeah, I like team total. I think Oregon's going to just continue that momentum. I think they're in the driver's seat right now. That game against Ohio State, which is a big indicator. They cannot come to a sleeper. I know it's a short week, but they can't come and fall asleep against Purdue. So I like them to keep it going. Give me the over on team total first full game. And if the first half is, depending if it's 21.5 or not, would depend on if I would take that.
So they're not even on ESPN bets. They don't have. They have the first half spread.
What is the spread?
The first half line is 16.5.
Okay. No, I would hold off now. Although I think they should be able to cover that, but It could be. It's a travel game. They're going over. It's not a close game for them. So
Yeah,
I would wait and see what the first half spread would be. But let's lock in the 43.5 team total.
sounds good. I like it. I like it. It could be a letdown spot, but the boiler makers are terrible.
They're who they are.
Yeah.
And then let's give you a Thursday night, Friday night teaser.
Friday night.
3-team 10-point.
Yep.
We're gonna go Boston College.
Keep talking. I'll catch up with
Plus
you.
that line is at 7.5 right now. What I saw, they're going to be at 17.5. So let's take that. Virginia Tech. Now listen, Boston College is a little dynamic. They got a good quarterback out there that can move the ball. He's also versatile in the run game. It is a tough place to play at Virginia Tech, especially at night. So you're going to have the loud sand. I believe, what is it called? The sandstorm is going to be out there going crazy, very, very loud. So Virginia Tech will be ready to play. I do think Virginia Tech wins this game, but give me 17.5 points. I don't think they're going to blow Boston College out. I think Boston College has competed all season, and this could be an upset, but I think Virginia Tech at home on a short week is going to be the way to go. But give me Boston College plus 17.5.
Yep.
Give me the under 58.5 in that game. Now, why am I saying under 58? Because I think it's going to be tight. I just think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be the line is set at 48. Give me an extra 10 points here. No games, I believe, but one game between both teams all season has went over 60 or hit the 60 mark. So I like this to tend to trend underneath that 58. And we can take a look at that if you wanted to.
What was the third leg, or was just these two?
The third leg will be BYU. That'll be Friday night. BYU at home. BYU seems to be the team to get behind. They've dominated the ATS. I love to follow that trend. Give me BYU just to win the game at home against Oklahoma State. At some point, you think BYU will have a slip up? I don't think it will be Friday night. Just give me the win, just in case the game is close. But they've been dominant all season, and we're going to respect that dominance, especially at home with BYU.
So we can't get the 10 on this, but it is allowing us to actually put the bet in with the 6.5. But the 10 would bring you probably to $1.20 minus 120 on a 10-point teaser. So for everybody watching, I just wanted to put the bet up just to show the actual numbers and what they were converted to, but that's just based off 6.5, and these odds are a little bit different. So if you like this still, you could still take this, right? Some key numbers here: 14, 33, 54.5 is another key number from a total perspective as well. So they get you through the key number and you get some plus money on it. But for Humble's bet, we're doing a 10-point teaser. So you're gonna have to see if you can search some books and see if you can find that number for you. But this is not a bad look right here. Like, I don't like this. I'm not mad at this. Be honest with you. And I'm getting the plus money there. So
just I like to get something, going into the weekend, man. Just a little.
Yeah.
Little
you like to know you like to know where you at.
Where I'm going
that week. Yeah. Now can we turn up, or we're gonna have to stay within our bankroll constraints. So I do like those bets. I don't have any bets on Friday, so I don't have any early action on Saturday. So if you have any early action on Saturday, let me know. But I can
keep going. We can keep going.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to Saturday.
Yeah, if you got some early action on Saturday, let's run it.
Yeah, one of the teams that's going to be sleeper. That is a sleeper. Is Army. Army's dominant, man. Army is a dominant team. That quarterback has been playing out of his mind. You can put him up there in the rankings for Heisman Trophy candidate.
Number one Russian team in the nation.
Yes, it is. And they're playing East Carolina at home. I'm just looking at team total. I'm just going to follow their team totals. They've been cashing for me week in and week out. We're going to look at Army's team total over. They can't stop him. He's so dynamic. Last week, he didn't even play the fourth quarter. We cashed the over, I think, in the first half. I think it was something real crazy. It's like, oh, Jesus. 33? Yes, sir. That's a give me. Give me that ASAP. Is there a first half team total there?
Let me see if there's any first half. I don't. It seems like Bet Parks is not a big first half.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that could be for protection wise too as well. But I don't see any first half stuff, just total points.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take. Well, I mean, right now I'll take, and then obviously for the listeners, take a look at the first half team total.
Hmm.
Um, Army is a team that gets out pretty quickly, and once that ball rolls, it rolls. Their second quarter totals are good too. You can look at that, the spreads. Usually by that time they are having the ball going into the second quarter, then they're about to score. So you get a little bit of advantage in that, the way the game flow goes. East Carolina's going to have a hard time in Army stopping that offense, and I don't think it stops there. So give me over 33.5 is a lock for Mike.
Yeah, I like this bet. I do. I do like this bet. Getting a little juicy, but I do like this bet. This probably won't stay here. They could get, I mean, 28 points by the first half. Damn near. Like
Could
that's
be.
you would feel beautiful right there. Like 17, like anything over 20, you would feel beautiful at that point. 21, 24 points, you would feel really good right there. So,
Yep.
yeah, definitely a good bet. Good bet. I do have a decent sized teaser that I want to throw up because I know about those. We got some Friday games, so I should have said that earlier. So I have a 4-leg 10-point teaser, and we're gonna follow suit, right? I have BYU, so that's a Friday night game. So you're gonna
Mhm.
have to get that
Love it.
Friday night
I
game.
love it.
You'll know exactly where you are, right? Because if you win this game, which they should, at home, um, then you're going into Saturday. You feel you should be feeling pretty confident moving forward. I'm looking at that Saturday game. I said I don't got no action on no early games, but I do. Miami and Louisville. I'm taking the over. Big
Mm.
offenses right here. Score a lot of points. Um, I don't want to get too much down into the details in terms of success rate and pass plays, but if you've been watching college football, these offenses are both dynamic and they like to throw the ball a lot. Miami's going to probably put up 28 to 30 points by themselves, and Louisville,
I
no
agree.
slouch either. So give me the over 59.5, and then I'm going scrolling down here. I really want to take Temple because Temple's favorite.
Mhm.
You.
That is kind of crazy.
I
I
never
saw
seen
that.
Temple favorite,
I
bro.
saw that and looked over, but Tulsa doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wow, Temple's favorite at home at the link. Oh, that like I just wanted to take the bet, but I digress. Give me Notre Dame. I'm taking
Oh,
Notre Dame down to -2. I don't know if Georgia Tech's quarterback is playing. I know he was
okay,
out last
okay,
game, King. So I'm basing on the fact that even if he does play, he will not be 100%.
okay,
Um, I believe in this. I believe in this Notre Dame team, and I believe they can go into Georgia Tech and win the game at least. I know I'm giving up some points here, but I don't think it's going to be that close at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And I remember at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, that's on dome, right? It's fast
hmm
track, so Notre Dame's going to play a little bit faster than they typically would. And then for my last leg, I think you said these guys were frauds before, but I do agree with the one statement that's probably where are they? That's probably ever true in all football is defense, defense, defense. If you got a stout defense, you can lay your head and figure out the offense. Um, the other leg is that UCLA and Rutgers game. I'm going to take the under, and that one I'm going to tease that one and take the under. Where is that game? Is that a late game? It can't be this late. Where's that Rutgers game? No, these are Rutgers. Baylor, UA, Rice, Notre Dame, Michigan. Come on now. I thought it was an earlier game. To be real with you, it's an East Coast game. I
What are you
think
looking for? Rutgers is 1 o'clock. Is a 12 o'clock game.
it's a 12 o'clock game, right?
UCLA, yeah, I believe it's 12
Yeah,
o'clock.
I'm not saying it, doggy. Did that joint come? Yeah, is that up there?
Keep going down. Let's go down. Maybe it's a mid game. Should be, yeah, should be up there. Go all the way to the top.
Or am I? Is it on a Friday game?
You're on Fridays right now at 10, but it's not a Friday
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Saturday is Arizona State. It must not be. It must not be on this book. It must have took the game down. Should have jumped on it when I saw it.
Now, what was the bet? 'Cause I did see it.
The bet was going to be under, so it was 40.5 was the
Okay.
total. I was
Okay.
going to take it up to 50.5.
All right. Well, let the listeners know it's going to come.
Yeah,
It'll pop up somewhere.
Yeah, take the under. So what I'll do is just so.
I mean, that is a strange time. Maybe it's a TBD for UCLA to come over here and play a 12 o'clock game. It's kind of crazy, bro. Like,
yeah, that would be a 9 o'clock game.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah, but they're not up here, bro. That's not up here. That's weird. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna select the bet because I was talking about Temple. So I'm just gonna select the bet just to select it so you guys can see the odds. But the bet will be BYU. Let me bring it up. The bet will be BYU to win. We're taking the total down and taking the over at 49.5, the Miami-Louisville game. We're taking Notre Dame -2, and this should be, even though I kind of like this bet anyway. They won't give you the 10-pointer. Damn, things are changing. I should have never tagged Parks. One of my bets. I've never tagged them jokers. Man, kind of threw me off a little bit because I can't do my 10-point. So hold on, I just want to see something. If I go here, does it let me do it? It's still, yeah, they took that joint off. Wow. They must have got smoked. Yo, because it was you could do a 10-point teaser on a 4, 5, 6 leg teaser. And I've never seen that before. It's always just
the reverse, right? The reverse it was?
The reverse is the other way.
Okay.
All right. I can't even give out the bet because I can't make the bet. So, all right. If I was going to do this and do a 7-point teaser, plus 185, BYU -2.5. That Notre Dame -5 is a little shaky. I like the over. But it's kind of, if King isn't playing for Georgia Tech, I like that -5. If King isn't playing, I know the Dame line's going to jump up.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and see that.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So I don't mind this bet. It's plus 185. I like the payout, but it's not the official bet that I wanted. So for now, no bet. So my bad.
Looks like, let me see, Carr rehabbing elbow.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Let me just hit this button one more time.
It looks like it's only elbow soreness. So
is it I think it's a throwing arm though.
Yeah, but they're just saying Carr is only described as having elbow soreness, so the injury doesn't appear to be that serious. So unless something happens during the week where that's for Notre Dame. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm looking at King for Georgia Tech.
Sorry, why am I looking?
I know he came out the game last game and he didn't return.
Sorry about that. Look like he's a game time decision.
Yeah, it's a game time decision. That's what I saw. So, but the point is, even if he plays, he's not going to be 100%. That's the
undisclosed injury. Okay.
Yeah, that's the handicap. So,
all right.
I do have a 3:30 game. Are you on this Bama Tennessee game?
I am not, because I don't trust neither of those bum ass teams.
Oh yeah, they got you. Yeah, they got you last time. Do you feel like that's a short line? I don't feel like Tennessee's really.
Tennessee hasn't done anything offensively like we thought they were going to do. So this is the thing with Tennessee.
Yeah.
Tennessee started off strong, 69 points, 51 points, 71 points. They went to Oklahoma. Correct. Obviously a big game, night game, primetime game. It was more tight to handle business, 25-15. But they go to Arkansas and lose. Arkansas is a very sneaky, scary team this year. They're playing really, really well. So I managed that. I had Arkansas in that game. They lost 19-14. But they only put up 23 points against Florida last week. That's a little bit surprising. So I don't know what's happening offensively. It looks like they're struggling a little bit to connect. They had 0 points in the first half against Florida, right? So let's look at it this way. You're playing Alabama. that has been struggling to play cohesive football for the past 3 weeks, starting against the second half in Georgia. They go to Vanderbilt, get smashed in Vanderbilt, upset of the year, and then last week they're in a nail biter, bad coaching decisions, bad quarterback play, turnovers galore. It seemed like they have not came over that loss to Vanderbilt and it went into that South Carolina game. Now, South Carolina's not a good enough team to beat Alabama, but they are right there on the edge
Yeah, they were.
to do that. And they won by 2 points. Tennessee in this game, I just don't trust neither of them. Tennessee's offense is not running well. Alabama you can't trust as far as turnovers, coaching decisions, or what's happening, how they're playing the game. Discipline from what we're seeing. Alabama used to be disciplined, right? They're not disciplined anymore.
Mhm.
Defensive line has given up, I don't know how many yards against the run. Their third down efficiency is ridiculous right now. So I can't trust neither team. That's why I never touched it. I'm not really even interested in watching the game, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I hear you. I thought the line was a little bit short. I didn't think I think Tennessee's pass rush is a little bit better, and Bama's. I thought the game might be winning the trenches because offensively, Alabama's offensive line hasn't been what we remember it to be. But Milroe has done a ton better under pressure this year. I mean,
Okay.
why he's one of the leading candidates for the Heisman. So, obviously he's the X factor in this game. Obviously they'll be up for this game. It's obviously a huge game. So, yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was short because, do we look at this as these teams are even on a neutral field? And I don't know if that's the case. And I thought that line was really telling. It was us sitting there, and I'm just like, I don't like that line.
No
You know what I
play for
mean?
me.
So, but like you said, they seem like these teams are somewhat even. But one line I do like. Sorry, do. This Michigan Illinois game.
Okay.
Give me Illinois with the points
Wow. Okay.
at home. I've been fading this Michigan offense all year, and I do not think they know what quarterback they want to use or what they want to do offensively. And I think Illinois will be able to keep this game close. Now, I was on Illinois last week. They kind of let me down, right? Could have been a look ahead spot here with Michigan against Purdue. They did kind of handle business, and they let Purdue get back in the game. But I still like Illinois here with the points. I don't know who's starting at quarterback for them. Going to Washington last week is a tough place to play, coming off that water at Washington. At what's that, Husky Stadium, if I'm not
Well, they had a
mistaken.
bye. They had a bye.
Who?
They're coming off a bye. Michigan.
Oh, that was 2 weeks ago. Was
Yes.
Washington?
Yeah,
Okay,
Michigan's
yeah,
coming off a bye.
they're coming off a bye. Okay, offensively, I mean, they switched. They went to Tuttle, and it really didn't change much. They are a bottom 10 offensively passing the ball. And I think that makes them one dimensional. And give me the points, man. Give me the points plus the 3.5. I think Illinois has a good chance of winning this game outright. I really
I
do.
mean, I think your handicap on that is right. I know you're getting 3.5, so you're getting that field goal. I do think it's going to be a tight game, so I think both teams can fight. I think Illinois is definitely is a fighting team. They've shown that this year, and like you said, Michigan is ranked 254 as a passing offense, only averaging 115 yards per game. That's pretty ridiculous. Um, so,
And
yeah,
Almar has been playing out of his mind. Still, 14 touchdowns to one pick, right? Had some eye-popping games already, 379 yards last week. Big numbers. So, face stiff competition, right? Nebraska won that at Nebraska. Just played at Penn State, played Penn State tough, and Penn State does what Penn State does. Kind of, they start to win at the end there. So, yeah, man, give me Illinois.
all right. I'm gonna keep it going. I know we run up against time a little bit.
Yep.
Um, Listen, I'm gonna follow the hot hand right now.
Okay.
We're gonna go to a 7 o'clock game. We're gonna look at this game. Should be a mismatch, complete mismatch. The line is saying that as it's set. Vanderbilt at home versus Ball State.
Mm.
We're gonna take advantage of these Ball State Cardinals. I believe that's what they are. Um, and we're gonna look at Vanderbilt first half. Um,
Yeah, let me switch the book because let me see if they have it on ESPN. They don't even have the lineup.
Come on, Parks, gotta get it together.
Yeah, they don't even have the lineup. But go ahead. They got the Rutgers lineup though on ESPN.
Yeah. So what I'm looking at is I want to see what the first half will be.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, it'll be the total over, or we'll see if Vandy can possibly see what that spread if it's not too big.
You said it's a
Yeah,
7 o'clock game.
it is a 7 o'clock game. Yes,
All right. Let me see.
the spread is 25 right now.
Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt. No, sir. They not fucking with. Oh, here it is. Yeah, 25. I was about to say they not fucking with y'all. They like, y'all not gonna get us on this game.
Mhm.
Now let's switch it up real quick. ESPN Ball State. There you go.
All
Let's
right. Do we
see
have
if they give
a
you
first
that
half?
first half. Probably not.
There you go. Looking at 14
14.
and a half. And then that total would be so I can get it down to what's the total in the first half?
There's no totals in first half.
It's right there, first half totals.
What
Total
for the
points
team or just point? Oh, okay.
for
I'm sorry.
first half totals over 27 and a half. So I will look at first half. I'll take the first half, Vanderbilt here.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime Ball State stepped up in competition, Vanderbilt is actually a really good team. They're a team that played together. I think they came from New Mexico State. Most of the majority of those transfers came in from New Mexico State, who had a good team that year. Last year, they transferred over to Vanderbilt, and he got these guys rolling. Ball State struggles against upper competition. They played Miami, got smacked 62 to nothing. That first half was 31 to nothing. They played James Madison 63 to 7. That first half was 30 to 7 or what 29 to 7. Um, we're looking at besides that. So Vanderbilt is part of that group. I like that first half. What is it, 14 and a half?
14 and a half. Yeah,
Give me
money.
that. I think they win by at least 2 to 3 scores for sure in that first half. So I'll take that. That'll be my third play.
Nice. Nice.
And then I'll give you the last one. This is a
Yep.
parlay, money line parlay. These are usually short lines. I just think this is not a good opportunity. We're going to take Texas over Georgia. Texas at home. That's a short line. I believe that game is what a 3-point spread.
7 uh 5, I think.
So
I think it's
5. Okay.
yeah, I think it jumped up to 5. I was looking at that game as well. I got a bet on that game too. Why are you talking no, go ahead. Go ahead. You said money
Yes.
line.
So we're gonna go
Texas.
money line Texas. The line is telling me that Texas is going to win this game, and obviously the spread's at 5. I just think Texas is the best team in college football right now. They're playing on all cylinders defensively.
Yeah.
They are stout. I think Georgia is playing well at the moment, but I think this is a tough game for them. Obviously, it's the game of the week. But give me Texas money line. We're going to take Kansas State at West Virginia. Kansas State's going to roll into that West Virginia team, who I think everybody's waiting for West Virginia to make a impact, and they just haven't done that. Kansas State's probably the best team in the Big 12 besides Iowa State. So give me Kansas State going into West Virginia to handle business. Money line. Give me UNLV, Oregon State over 60. Both teams are putting up points. UNLV, we know what kind of dynamic offense they have, how fast they run. Give me Oregon State, who's also been dominating on the offensive side of the ball and putting points up on the scoreboard. Over 60 should be easy go. And we're going to take Rutgers playing UCLA at home, early game action. Give me Rutgers on a bounce back week with a UCLA team that does have no identity of who they are as a football team. This is the second time they got to come over to the West Coast this year because they had to play at Penn State, I believe. They're going to do the same thing coming over to New Brunswick, New Jersey, and having to play the Rutgers night and give me the Rutgers in the money line.
And that plays 6-1.
Yep, I'll take it.
All right. We switched books up on y'all. So I wonder if Parks, that 10 teaser bet is only for NFL. So and not for college. All right.
Can I run through those NFLs too, just because the hard
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, yeah. Got.
Oh, sure. All right. Y'all know who I am, that teaser guy. We're gonna go 3-team teaser. I have 2 of them for you. One's a totals, a team total. I mean, I'm sorry, not team total, a game totals, and others is a spread. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. We're gonna start with the Philadelphia New York Giants game. Give me the Giants plus 13. We'll tease them up from 3 to 13. This will be a tight game. I have no idea who's going to win. I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants do beat us in this game. But I'm going to take the 13 points just to be safe because it will be close because the Philadelphia Eagles seems to not know how to put teams away. So we're going to get the 13 points because the New York Giants are playing good football at the moment. Bring me Tennessee to Buffalo. I'll take Buffalo at home. We're going to bring them from 9 to a win. Tennessee's in shambles as far as their offense. The quarterback is Will Levis does not know what's going on. He's not seeing the field. Obviously, he's having issues with Calvin Ridley, not getting the ball, overthrowing him, missing him in an open field. Buffalo, I think, will continue to handle business at home. Give me Buffalo at +1. And then we're going to go Washington at home. Carolina is going to be coming into Washington. Washington showed a lot against that Baltimore game. I think the offense is going to continue to move. I think it's going to be too much offense for Carolina. We're going to take them from 8 to +2. So give me Washington at home. So it's going to be a 3-team teaser, and this is a big game for me. Giants, Buffalo, and Washington.
Yeah, I like it. Let me switch over because I know ESPN, their teaser rules are terrible. So let me just see if we get real quick on.
And these are 10-point teasers. So usually the juice is like 120, 130. So for those that can find it, you can find it. That's a good play for me.
So you said, let me get the Giants. Let me just see what it looks like. Commanders and Giants, Commanders, and who else did you? Buffalo.
Yep, Giants, Commanders, Buffalo.
Where's see? Yeah, these books. Oh, here it is. I said these books are killing me. Yeah, yeah. All right, you can't do the 10-point bet on college. That's what it is. In Parks. I thought you could, but you can't. So let me show. You could go to Parks here and get it. Some books might have it at -120, but right now Parks has it at -139. So you're gonna be paying a little bit for that. Just FYI.
Yep. If you get a better number, you get a better number if you can. Second teaser is a 10-point teaser. Just on the totals, the Detroit Vikings. The line is set at 50, 51. I'm bringing it down to 40, 41. I think both these teams will be able to put the ball in the end zone. I think it might be boxy early, but I think it'll start loosening up throughout the game. I'm not sure on the side here. I don't know, man. I like the Vikings. Vikings coming off a bye. I just don't know what's going on. Detroit looked real good last week, but just give me the over. I think there'll be over 40 points within this game. We're going to go Houston, Green Bay. The line is set at 47.5. We're going to bring it down to 37.5. Obviously, both teams' offense are dynamic. They should definitely both be in the 20s in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if it blows that over at 47. So we'll just bring it down to 37 just to be sure. Then we're going to go Seattle, Atlanta. We're going to take that over 41. I believe the line is set at 51. Same scenario. Both teams can put the ball in the end zone. I like this game to go over 41. Is at home in a dome. So give me over 41. So we're going to go Detroit Vikings over 40, Green Bay over 37.5, and Atlanta, Seattle over 41. 3-team teaser.
Believe it or not, that's a better, -124.
That's usually what it is. That's usually kind of what the odds are.
I don't know why that other one was a little bit juicier. Probably just because of the odds.
I'm gonna give you my last take here. I got one money line parlay that I do like just because of value. But my last best bet is Washington team total over. We take a look at Washington team totals over.
Yeah.
Probably 24.5.
We'll say like 26. No, 30.
Woo.
I don't know if Carolina picked up 20. 30 and a half.
Give me a 30 and a half. Washington going to continue to do what they're going to do, man. They still getting rhythm, man. Give me the 30 and a half, man. Give me the 30 and a half. I'm going to take the 30 and a half. Carolina not going to be able to stop Washington. Washington has shown that. Give me Washington over team total 30 and a half. I do like it. My last play before I got to get off. We're just going to do an underdog parlay real quick. 2-teamer. We're going to take Pittsburgh. We're going to take the Giants on the money line. Parlay it. Get some good value. And let's do it that way.
He said, I don't know who's going to win this game, but I'm going to take the Giants because the Eagles is some shit. And give me Pittsburgh money line for 4-1 on an underdog parlay.
I'll take it. You sprinkle a little something on it, 25 get you 100. You know what I mean? They're not too crazy.
Yeah, I would maybe even throw that Monday night Tampa.
I forgot about Monday night. You know what I mean? I didn't even think about the Monday night. Tampa does look good. That does look good.
And Baltimore ain't played nobody yet.
Arizona looked good too there in that money line, possibly.
Nah, Arizona ain't beating Chargers, dog. You tripping.
I gotta jump.
All right, I'll finish up.
Yes, sir, my guy.
All right, bro. Appreciate you as always.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Shit. All right, man. We're gonna keep running. You know what I mean? I want to get y'all to all the bets, so we're gonna switch back to college real quick here. And see what you guys like in terms of some of my college bets here. So we'll bring it all the way back here to NCAA, and we're going with I believe. Actually, you know what? I look a little too small here. Let's change this view just a little bit. You know what I mean? Which one y'all like? That one's a little bit better. That was a little bit better. Let's see. Let's go here and we'll round the corners. All right. So, all right. What we're going to do here is, I believe we're going to take, looking at Colorado, 7:00 game, if I'm not mistaken, later game. Colorado traveling to Arizona, actually a 4:00 game. Line is set at -3 Arizona. The word on the street, Hunter is playing in this game. So I think that should actually neutralize McMillan. And when I look at bets and I look at games, I look at game flow, right? There's a lot of numbers in between here, right? Both these teams are passing teams. We already know Colorado can't run the ball, and Arizona can't stop the run. Arizona's passing defense is actually a top 50 passing defense, believe it or not, which is, strength on strength. But both of these teams are going to be throwing. I think the total points have been shooting up all crazy, 55.5. So that's where the market is telling us where to bet. But honestly, I like Colorado in this game. Colorado's played really, really well. They've played tough. They played tough football so far, and I think they've surprised a lot of people. And Shedeur Sanders deserves to be in the Heisman conversation at this moment. So this is a big game. They came off a tough loss last week. They only lost by what? I think they lost by what, 2 or 3 against Kansas State. They played Kansas State a lot better, and that was at home. So this ain't gonna be a long trip to go to Arizona. Now, what's the kid's name? Kafke, I think his last name is, the quarterback for Arizona. Been playing well, right? He's been playing well. They're coming up there, but they're 1-3 in their last 4. Now, Kansas State, Texas Tech, and BYU. But I think this team has digressed a little bit. A lot of those numbers where they were based off against New Mexico and North Arizona. But give me the Buffaloes here. No, not Kafke, 50. Playing well, but I think you put Hunter on McMillan, and that kind of neutralizes him. And the next closest guy with the most yards and most reception is the tight end. He's got 16 receptions to 205, while McMillan has 742. You neutralize that, and you take him out the game, I think it's going to be tough for Arizona to score here. Give me the Buffaloes here. I like Buffalo's with the points, +3, even 3.5. Actually, you know what? Let me get the hook. I'm buying a 0.5 point. Give me the hook at +3.5. Colorado. Wouldn't matter if you like the money line here. I wouldn't be mad at you if you like the money line, and Colorado wins outright. Outright. So, and for my last college best bet, oh man, we're going to the game of the week, right? We're going to the game of the week, 7:30 prime time, only time this game should be played. You have University Georgia Bulldogs going on the Texas Longhorns. Line is now at 5.5. This line is cooking up. I see why people are on Texas. Texas is bar none the best team in the conference. Texas has been a little bit susceptible to the pass, though. And when you look at who's Texas played, they really haven't played anybody, right? Like who has Texas really played that makes you say, that's a definitive win? Colorado State. They played Michigan. Terrible. I was about to say terrible. Terrible. UTS, Monroe, Mississippi State, and Oklahoma. These are not powerhouse offenses. Now, I know Georgia's not the same Georgia as before, right? But this is not a running team, Georgia. This team is built on the shoulders of Beck and how far he can go, right? They beat up on Clemson. Now, Clemson looks pretty good right now. Now, it was game 1, right? They went to at Kentucky, decent defense, showed their ass off against Bama, right? Being down 30 in the first half, right? Versus Auburn, versus Mississippi State. So the spotlight's not going to be too big. I think they'll come to play. So I see why the line is where it is. You want to get into the numbers a little bit. Georgia has a top 5 per pass per play. Per average per play. Top 5. I said top 25. I believe they average about 8.3 per passing attempt. So, and Texas has a stout pass defense. So you got strength on strength here. But I do like Georgia a little bit here with the spread. A little bit makes sense here. But give me the over. I think this is going to be a shootout. I think Georgia's not going to be able to run the ball too well. And I think Texas is going to score a point like Texas scored points. So give me over 56. It looks like it dropped down. It was 56.5. I still like it. I don't care if the market thinks it's going to be under. I think Georgia's going to be able to score points. We saw last week how Georgia is able to get down big and still come back and fight, right, against Bama. Down 30-0, and they almost won that damn game. So I don't think Georgia's ever out of this game. Give me over the 56 for Georgia versus Texas. I just want to look at the total points, 30 and 24. See, Texas is probably scoring more than 30 points. And I think Georgia's probably scored like 27. I think it's right there. I like it. A point is out there kind of like, but nobody lands on 31. Nobody lands on 25. So, give me the over. Love the over in this play, in this bet. Should be a great game. Everybody's going to be watching this game for sure. I love that they have player props. I haven't even looked at player props for college football. Love that. How to get in that. All right, let's go NFL, baby. All right, so NFL. My first best bet. Let's go and look at Detroit versus Minnesota. Aiden Hutchinson getting hurt is horrible. It was a horrific injury. Looks like an MMA type injury where his fibula kind of shattered and kind of wrapped around the guy's leg. Ugly injury. But that is a killer to Detroit, and I think is a killer to Detroit's Super Bowl contentions. We can do this whole let's win it for Hutch type deal. Nah, not going to work. They're going against this Brian Flores defense. Got these boys playing. One of the best defenses in the league, one of the best passing defense in the league. I think that place is going to be rocking. I think it's going to be a tough game for Detroit here. I like Minnesota on the short line, right? Let the money keep flowing in on Detroit. But give me Minnesota to win this game. I really like Minnesota in this game. Should be boxy. You want the money line, take it. But I don't think this is going to be a 30-31 game or anything like that. I think Detroit's going to have a hard time slowing Minnesota down. Just want to see what those team totals are. 25. That's about right. About 27. And it's a division game too as well, so that has to play in a factor. But yeah, man, give me Minnesota win this game. Beat a lot of good teams. Beat the Niners. Beat Texans. Beat at Green Bay. Beat the Jets. I don't think, and now you're down possibly the defensive player of the year, leading candidate for the defensive player of the year. And you think you're gonna be able to stop me? Man, give me Minnesota. And they're getting healthy. I believe Jones is back for this game, and I believe TJ Hawkinson is going to be playing this game as well. So they're getting more weapons. Yeah, love it. Give me Minnesota. Minnesota winning this game outright. Sorry, Detroit fans. All right, let's keep with the slate going, man. I can't touch this game. But everybody's going to be on Saquon scoring, and that's just a given, right? Your Philadelphia Eagles take on the New York Giants. Line is now -3.5. You got to find out if Neighbors is playing. I do not know as of yet, but this has got to be a Saquon Barkley game. I kind of like his under rushing yards. Dexter Lawrence is playing like he's the defensive player of the year right now. Can we get some defensive plays here? No, they don't do defensive plays. Let's do this live here. Let's take a look. Let's see most popular. What's rushing? What's Hurts? Hurts is 37.5. I like Daniel Jones over 31.5. I'll be a nice player pop. Daniel Jones over 31.5. Let me write that down. Go and look at that. He's part of their running. They're even doing running plays for him now. So you got to look at that for sure. Let's take a quick look at what he's done the last couple games. I mean, he should be coming up as their leading rusher. $56.38 the last two games. Over 11 carries. And he's burned us before. Remember, he's burned us a lot before in terms of running the ball. And we're getting sticky too, right? We're getting sticky with our coverage. Quinion is kind of really shutting it down on one side of the game, on one side of the field. So, yeah, I like that. Do we have any touchdowns here? Anytime touchdowns? Just game touchdowns? Yeah. I do like ESPN. Sometimes they have a lot better props. What's this first half? Even. Total points 20.5. Total points by the Giants first half 10, 9.5, and total points by the Eagles first half 10.5. Yeah. Those are my two bets. I mean, that would be my bet here. Daniel Jones, I actually like that bet. Give me Daniel Jones over 31.5 rushing yards. I like that bet. Let me check on ESPN real quick. What it is on ESPN. You want to shop around. Always want to look at least 2 or 3 books. Make sure you're getting the best of the number. Let me just look real quick. Yeah, see, they got all the first time. They got score, touchdowns. Daniel Jones, total over. Yeah, so ESPN has it a little bit better. ESPN has it at 29.5. So that's a big difference, right? 1.5 yards. Because think about if the Giants win the game, he'll take kneels. He'll kneel the ball, right? So you want to make sure that you're you're looking at that too, and that goes against you. So let me bring that out. Daniel Jones right there, 29.5. So that's the bet. All right, we'll stay on this book for now. Got some more games to go through. Who get through here? NFL. Oh, we're not going there, man. We're not playing casino. All right. Do like Buffalo. Cooper makes a lot of sense. Here's the other game I want to play here. Give me the dog. We're looking at that Seattle. Where's it at? An Atlanta game. Big time game. 1:00. But yeah, I like Seattle here, and I'll tell you why. You're taking this offense that Geno Smith is leading the league in passing yards right now. You're taking this offense and you're putting it on a fast track. Right? So that means you're going to speed up this offense. I know, I get it. West Coast team traveling east, 1:00 game. For them, it's an early game for them. So everything kind of speeds up. But I don't know what this Atlanta team is. Like, I really don't. And they easily could be 3-2 right now because they probably should have lost to us. But they just beat up on the Panthers. They got a gift in beating Tampa, right? They beat Tampa on a late field goal, 52-yard. I guess it's not a gift, but a 52-yard field goal from Koo. And they won in overtime. And it took all 500 yards to do that. They beat the Saints too as well on another on a 58-yard field goal. So I'm not sure how good this Atlanta team is right now to be favored by 3. Now, Seattle's had its up and downs. They've lost 3 in a row. Bad losses too. They lost to the Giants. They lost to the Niners, and then they lost to the Detroit. Now, they started off hot. Detroit, Patriots, and Dolphins, really good teams. The Giants is a bad loss, right? Giants is a real bad loss. But I think that's an any given Sunday thing. You get those games. So that the score of that game was 23-20, and there was a blocked field goal that made it 29-20. With 55 seconds left to tie the game. So stuff happens. That is what it is. They're getting in some reinforcements for up front. Woodland missed last week with an ankle practice. He didn't practice. They're injured, right? Is the big deal with them. But they're getting Brian Murphy a little bit back. Leonard Williams, Mafi. So they're just banged up, but I think they have enough to beat Atlanta. It's going to be tough to beat Atlanta in Atlanta, but yeah, give me the dog, man. Give me the points. Give me the Seattle Seahawks plus the 3. What's the 3.5? Oh, can't do it. Can't touch it. Give me the 3. That line might jump up even more. All right. What else we got here on the slate today? How can you not take Cleveland, right? Give me Cleveland. Cleveland. Give me Cincinnati. How can you not take? How can you not take Cleveland? Easy. Don't. Give me Cincinnati minus 5.5. But I don't know how much we have to go into this handicap. I think Cincy's coming on, and it's over in Cleveland. Could this be a trap game? Possibly. But offensively, I'm not sure what Cleveland's going to be able to do here, right? And I think this offense for Cincinnati is coming along. And it's just a really bad spot for Cleveland after they just gave up Cooper. So what are you telling your team there? I wonder what their team total is, Cleveland's team total. Where is it at? Total touchdowns, first quarter total points. What's Cleveland's first half points? 7. So like, yeah, it's 7.5. It's the first half spread. 3.5. 17.5. Like the under, man. Like, I don't think Cleveland's going to be able to put up 17.5 points on this defense. They put up 16, 13, 16, 15. 13. They haven't put up 17.5 points since week 1 versus the Cow. Like, I mean, it just tells like who's the only thing that would mess up this bet is if you pull Watson and you put Winston in. Winston's a wild card. He'll be able to throw the ball. Right. But I mean, I guess the Judy and Moore. Like it's so funny. I mean, I know Nick Chubb is coming back this game, but he's going to be on a snap count. So this is going to be a tough game for them. 17.5 is a lot. I kind of like Cincinnati's defense to score in this game. Will be a decent dart throw, to have some value. But give me Cincinnati, man. I'm betting what I see. I can't worry if Justin Winston gets in the game or not. So give me Cincy. Staying away from the Commanders. This should be a great game. Super Bowl rematch. I don't have anything on this game though. Probably lean Chiefs. Chiefs defense is still stout. And some Kelsey props, but I'll look at this game a little bit later. And then for my last, actually no. Are these Monday games? I think these are Monday games. Yeah, Monday night games. Yeah, I'll give you some Monday night games. Give you some smoke for Monday night. I don't know what Tampa's weather is going to be. That's something to look out for. But I would lean over here. The Ravens have the best offense in the league at the moment. And it doesn't look like that's slowing down. Now, the Bucs are okay. Todd Bowles has an exotic defense that does a lot of things that can, confuse people. But those against, rookie quarterbacks or quarterbacks you've never seen, like the Broncos, to beat up on Daniels in the beginning. So, but they're also putting up, a lot of points. So, Mike Evans is playing well. Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin is having maybe even a start career year. So 3.5 looks about right. The number looks about right. I would actually lean Tampa here. Give me the over in 49.5. Kind of really like that bet for Monday Night Football. I think both these teams are going to be able to put up points. And then for my last best bet of the day, give me the Chargers. I don't think Marvin Harrison is going to play in this game. Let me bring it up on the screen here. So I took the over here, right? Give me the Chargers. I don't think Marvin Harrison is going to be able to play this game. And believe it or not, I believe the Chargers are getting healthy. They got their offensive line intact. I think Herbert had his best passing game last game, if I'm not mistaken. So, and the Arizona have the second worst rushing defense. And this is what Jim Harbaugh wants to do in this game. So, and they just went at Tampa. This is their fourth road game out of 5 games. They're 2-2 so far. They were at Carolina, tough to play at Pittsburgh, home for Casey, and then tough to put and got a win at Mile High, playing Denver. But I do like this team and how this team's starting to come together. I think they're figuring out what Harbaugh wants from his team. Quentin Johnson is hurt right now, so you'll see some other players get, some looks here. Gus Edwards is on IR, so that just tells me J.K. Dobbins is going to continue to do what he does, averaging over 90 yards per game. And I expect him to have over 100 yards this game. That would be a decent bet for him to go over 100 this game. But yeah, man, give me the Chargers. I really like the Chargers here on the road against, I think, a bad Cardinals team without Marvin Harrison is going to be tough. Let's look at the injury report real quick on Marv. He is practicing, but he's wearing a non-contact jersey. So usually when you get a concussion protocol, you're usually out for the week. You don't play the next game. So could be a little bit of mind games, but I don't think it's enough. I know Asante Samuel Jr. is going to be out this game. If I'm not mistaken, they just put him on IR. So that is a boost for Kyler Murray in that offense. But without Marv, they are really not explosive. And I think that they become a little bit easier to defend. And you got to make him do everything. And I just don't think they have enough to do a lot against a really good top 5 defense in the LA Chargers. So give me the Chargers at -2.5. Really like this game. Really like this bet. I think the Chargers are starting to surprise some people in how they're playing ball. So those are all my best bets of NFL in college week. We will have some more player props. I might start some player props on Sunday. If you guys want to see some more player prop picks, drop in the comments. Money pot player props, MPPP. Drop it in the comments, and we will get that to you guys. For now, this is Moss Money. Be Humble was around, but I had to finish it off. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Happy betting, and we will see you guys next week.